Hey guys, I think this is like take number 4. Anyway, Short on Ammo has been asking me how I paint skin tones, and there are a couple of ways to do it, but I'll just show you guys how I do it, and then I'll tell you some alternate ways that I've seen it done. And anyway, so here we have before us a selection of Reaper paints. And the nice thing about Reaper, at least one of the things that I like about them, is that they offer what are called triads. And basically they give you 3 shades and a color group. Well, let's see, for example, here we've got rosy skin, right? We have a base, which is rosy shadow. And then we have a medium, which is rosy skin. And then we have the highlight, which is rosy highlight. Now the nice thing about this system is consistency. You don't have to mix up paint and worry about not getting everything the same every time. With this, it's always going to be consistent. It's nice. You can mix it up if you want, but that seems to kind of defeat the purpose, I guess. Anyway, there are several different shades of skin that are available. I don't have them all, but I've got quite a few. This is olive skin, and each of these is in a triad, so they have a light, a highlight, and a shadow. There's dark skin. There is fair skin. There is bright skin. There's even moldy skin, which is kind of fun for your zombies and undead type things. I'll even use a little of this with the librarian to kind of give them a sort of a peaked look, because I think the librarians always look really taxed, you know, like they're really worn out from their exertion. Anyway, they have dark elf skin. So basically this gives you a wide variety of flesh tones that you can use for your standard humans and also for your other creatures, mutations, and things like that. But for the video today, I'm going to be using the rosy skin, which I think is going to be pretty close to dwarf flesh, and you can use elf flesh, I think, as a highlight. Well, the other thing that we're going to be using today is ogre flesh wash. Alright, so without further ado, we'll get down to the video. Okay. Obviously this model's been primed black, just with GW Chaos Black Primer. And what I've done here is added a single drop of the rosy shadow, which if you don't have these, I think like dwarf flesh or elf flesh would probably work. So I just add it kind of, I did add a drop of water, I don't know if I said that already, to the paint, because when I'm painting like detail, like facial detail or just anything, I usually like to thin the paint down a bit. So a lot of times I find that the thicker paint will really obscure the detail, and it seems, for me, it seems much more obvious on the face because, in my opinion, that's one of the things that the eye is drawn to on a model, at least a model without a helmet. I'll say that my eye is drawn to it anyway. A lot of times if I'm having trouble painting a model, if I just paint the face, then it seems to move along quicker for me. I don't know, it's probably psychological, I'm sure. There was a guy I knew that used to just paint the eyes. If he painted the eyes on a model, it would go a lot faster for him. Alright, so I'm going to let this first coat dry, and we'll be right back. Okay. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Anyway, once I've got a good base coat, so all I did was just go over it with the rosy shadow, which again you can use dwarf skin or even elf skin or what have you. Basically just want to make sure you get good coverage all over the head without, or the skin, whatever you're painting, without caking it on. So you may thin the paint, add a drop of water or what have you, and just lightly go over it. And if it doesn't look covered, if you don't get good coverage, if you still see black or a shadow, of the primer beneath it, just go back over it a little bit. And you may have to do, kind of like Nataku does several washes, you may have to do a couple of washes to get the results that you're looking for. But the one thing you want to watch out for, again, is just not to obscure the detail. Don't fill in all the holes, the cracks with paint and stuff. So anyway, once I've got that, there's a couple of different ways you can go about this, and there's a few different schools of thought on it. I could go with the rosy skin, and I could hit the high points, the cheeks, the forehead, the bridge of the nose, the part of the chin that sticks out, right? Or I can take the Citadel Wash Ogre and Flesh, which in my opinion is probably one of the best. If you're doing a pink skin or a tan skin or anything like that, even a darker skin, the Ogre and Flesh gives a really great result when you wash it over. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the rosy skin, and then we'll do the highlight after that. Alright, be right back. Okay, I figure I might as well just show you guys what I'm doing. So anyway, I'm shaking up the paint. Now I'm just going to add a single drop, which is well more than I need for a single figure, but I figure what the heck. Alright, I'm going to just take a single drop of water from my paint pot, nothing special, and then I just mix that up. Make sure I get a good thorough mix there. Alright, wipe off the excess, and then I'm just going to take a really small amount of paint, and I'm going to hit the high spots. Like I said, the forehead, and I'll just kind of feather that back, and the cheeks. In this guy's case, he's got a, well, I don't know what that fold is between the nose and the cheek, but I'll kind of highlight the top of that as well, and then get the chin. I'm really almost dry brushing. I guess it's over brushing because I didn't wipe the paint off the brush, but you need a tiny amount of paint to do this. You really don't need a whole lot. That's why I said a single drop is like well more than I'll need. So really all I'm doing is leaving the rosy skin in the recesses, or the rosy shadow I should say. Just going to get the bridge of the nose, a little more to the cheekbones, his chin, the cheekbone. I'm just going to keep bringing that back a little bit. Okay. I think that's good for now, so let that dry. Be right back.